over 50 years.
We start our 22nd season of games here at Citizens Bank Park, and yes, we do it the same way every single year. We bring in the champions, the National League East champion Philadelphia Phillies, coming through the crowd prior to the start of this ball game. It's something that everybody around baseball now does after the Phillies began it, and yes, there were a ton of smiles all around the ballpark as the Phils were introduced today, one by one, in front of a capacity crowd here at Citizens Bank Park. Hey everybody, I'm Tom McCarthy along with John Kruk. We'll hear from Taryn Hatcher in just a little bit. It is so good to be home.
Yeah, opening day is great, Tom, but we started that in Washington. This opening day here in Philadelphia, though, there is nothing like it, and it's all because of the great fans we have and a great team that we've been watching over the last handful of years.
No doubt. The ceremonies today were absolutely fantastic. We had Kane Callis singing the national anthem. Brandon Graham and Saquon Barkley threw out the first pitch. And now we have baseball. Everybody's excited to see Christopher Sanchez against German Marquez for the Rockies. That's right, opening day 2025. All the finishing touches are complete. Lineups at first pitch when we get back. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota has 25 vehicles with available all-wheel drive and four-wheel drive. That's more than any other auto brand. Find yours at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. By Xfinity. Stream live sports from the best seat in the house. Xfinity. Bring on the good stuff. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. And by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. back as we get set for game one of this three-game series between the Phillies and the Rockies. After a great ceremony to start today's ball game, we have baseball. It's been about 176 days since the last game was played here at Citizens Bank Park. Here's the Rockies lineup brought to you by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live one time. Brenton Doyle leads it off. Ezekiel Tovar bats second. McMahon, Goodman, Bryant. We'll get to the rest of those guys as the day moves on. Waiting for Christopher Sanchez to take the field today for the Philadelphia Phillies. He's done with his warm-up tosses. How about the ceremonies? Brandon Graham and Saquon Barkley throwing out the ceremonial first pitch.
Yeah, two guys that will never, ever, ever buy a drink in the city of Philadelphia again. Yeah, that Super Bowl was incredible. And, I mean, it brought tears to your eyes that Brandon Graham got to come back from injury to play in the Super Bowl.
No doubt. No doubt at all. And he came out with the Super Bowl 59 trophy.
Yeah, he did.
And then Saquon followed behind him. Yeah, it was pretty sweet.
Well, let's hope Saquon can hoist another one next year.
He looks like he can hoist whatever he wants to right now.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a section here he could probably lift himself. Won't need a crane.
Well, the Phillies take the field. Rob Thompson is excited to see what Christopher Sanchez can do. There's his numbers from last year. 31 starts, 11-9, a 3.32 ERA. Yeah, he had a lot going on last season, and it was really good for the Phils.
Yeah, it was great for the Phils, Tom, and great for Christopher. You know, a guy that was up and down, bullpen start, spot start. And you talk about a guy who just said, you know what, I'm not going back to bullpen. I'm not going to be a up and down guy either. I'm going to stay in the big leagues, and I'm going to deliver. And, man, has he delivered. And you know what's scary? He's better.
He's better. Yeah, he's definitely better. The other part, too, is that he has found a little tinkering going on with his pitches. All right, so the Phillies defense behind him, and Mundo Sosa is going to make the start at shortstop. The hope is that Trey Turner will be available on Wednesday. They just want to give him at least one more day.
Yeah, and he misses today, the home opener, which I'm sure Trey hates. No one likes to miss the home opener. But, you know, off day tomorrow. Now you're giving him an extra couple days.
Yeah, Rob Thompson told us today, he said, I decided yesterday when I talked to him, I said, let's give this one more day. So they were cool with it.
And nice to see JT back in the lineup, too.
Yeah, JT was sore the other day, but feeling very good today, which is a good thing for the Phils. Place is jam-packed, as you would expect. The Castellanos out in right field, ready to go. We are, too. The Rockies finished a three-game series against the Rays down at Steinbrenner Field, wound up losing 2 of 3. Today's first pitch is brought to you by Audi. And here we go, the start of the 2025 season at home. And we are underway from Philadelphia. Swinging a dribbler up the third base line.
Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Rolling, foul. Good communication.
There was nothing you can do with Doyle running. But smart play by both Christopher and Alec. Got to know the slope of the field, Tom.
You know, there was a moment as it was going up the line, John, that I wasn't sure if it was actually going to go foul or not.
If it would have been absolutely a perfect manicured field.
That's exactly right.
It's still manicured perfectly in our favor now. Of course, we got a few swinging bunts, too, in Washington, didn't we?
No doubt about that. 0-1 inside, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And right there, Tom, that pitch right there, the sinker for Christopher Sanchez at 97. His velocity's up, and that's all due to confidence.
Swing and a miss, 1-2. There's the changeup.
It's just not fair.
Lays off this time. Low, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Christopher, during spring training, he had some outings where he was throwing 98 miles an hour. He had it all going on. Swing and a foul. Did that get a piece of JT's hand?
I hope not.
I'm hoping that he pulled it away.
I think it might have hit his glove.
Oh, that was close.
Yeah. That's a tough man, but how much can one man take?
That was close. And the 3-2. Fouled away. Doyle 2 for 13 against the Rays. You know, he's won back-to-back Gold Gloves for the Rockies. Outside ball 4. He draws a walk. Not something that Christopher does that often is walk guys, but an 8-pitch at bat. Give Doyle credit.
This young man's a good player.
Yeah, he also won a Gold Glove last year for the Rockies.
Who else?
Outside.
Did McMahon win one?
Doyle.
I know, but did McMahon win?
Oh, no.
Might as well get the whole infield involved. Well, center fielder. Yeah, this young man's got a chance to be a really, really good player.
Yeah, it was solid last season. Opposite way. Here comes Castellanos. Makes the sliding grab. Sounds strange, but not many people do it better than him coming in on a ball like that. So 1 away. McMahon coming up.
Yeah, and it's not easy, Tom, with all the white shirts, but Nick gets a great jump on this ball and a perfect catch it off to the side with the slide. Pop up and make sure you check that runner to see if Doyle was off too far.
Well, here is Ryan McMahon, one of the more potent hitters that they've had consistently these last few years. Taps that one back to the mound. Sanchez has it. Rightfully goes to first. Now there are 2 outs. You know, John, after an 8-pitch at bat to start the game, I know it's opening day here at Citizens Bank Park. You would have thought the Rockies would have been a little more patient, these next 2 hitters. Only 3 pitches. Yeah,
but I mean, here's the play by Christopher. He did take a peek at second, but look, 1 out, make a 2-out hit beat you. Gets McMahon out of first base to get that second out.
Swing and a miss by Hunter Goodman.
Yeah, you know, the thing is that Tovar hit a ball pretty hard to Nick on the second pitch of his at bat. And I always like lefty swinging if first pitch strike before you get to all the other stuff.
In the dirt, 1-1.
And now Goodman swung at the first pitch, which, you know, if the big thing is getting pitch counts up, they're not following the rule, Tom.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Fouled away. It's 1-2. Goodman won the job as the starting catcher because he had 444 in the spring. He had 10 extra base hits. A former 4th-round pick in 2021. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Well, he has a pretty good guy to learn under, doesn't he? Jacob Stallings, really good backup catcher for a while now in the big leagues.
Outside, 2-2.
He hasn't quite found that slot yet for that changeup.
Last year he had 181 2/3 innings pitched. That was tied for 7th in the National League. He also had an ERA of 3.32, which was tied for 7th in the National League. They wanted to make sure that he started here at home because his home ERA was 2.21 last season.
Just a fantastic year and lucky to have him.
2-2. Opposite way, caught by Harper. Side is retired. No runs, no hits, one man left in scoring position. 17 pitches take us to the bottom of the first here at Citizens Bank Park. Kyle Schwarber set to lead things off for the Phils as we go to the bottom of the first inning against Herman Marquez. Here's the lineup for the Phils, brought to you by Xfinity. Stream sports with Xfinity because it's only live one time. Schwarber leads it off, DHing. Sosa playing shortstop again, batting ninth. Schwarber has led off 2 of the first 3 games this year. Takes inside, 1 ball and no strikes. Marquez working quickly, fouls it away. Schwarber does 2-1. 46 leadoff home runs, John. 33 with the Phillies.
34 is a good number, Tom. Might as well get it now.
Yeah, the 2-1 hit on the ground sharply to second. And went away. So 1 quick out. It brings Alec Bohm to the plate. And Alec is stepping to the plate with well, one of the biggest crazes in baseball these last couple of days, Taryn.
Yeah, Tom, it's those torpedo bats where the wood seems to be focused where the sweet spot is. It's supposed to help elongate, essentially, or put more weight behind the sweet spot on the bat for each individual batter. It's tailored to them. I was talking to Phillies hitting coach Kevin Long about those torpedo bats today, and he said, well, I only found out about them when my wife texted me about it and said, Kevin, you should probably go find out about these. And he's reached out to some of the guys that have worked with it up in the Yankees organization to get more information. But he said, we're going to have a meeting about it. We're going to talk about it, really figure out how to utilize these things and develop these guys with these specific bats to see if it's something we want to move forward with, Tom.
Well, that must have been a very quick meeting. The ground ball to third, gobbled up by McMahon. He throws across the diamond, and there are 2 outs. So this is one of Alec Bohm's bats right here, Johnny. You and Stocker were looking at it. Ruben was looking at it. Make sure I get it right here. What do you think? Take some time to get used to it?
I don't know. I don't think so. But I always used a thicker barreled bat.
Yeah.
But it was thick all the way up. It wasn't tapered there at the end. But I can see the common sense of using a bat like that. You know, the more wood you have from the trademark on up, the better.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll cut down on strikeouts for players.
Well, obviously the Yankees had a very productive weekend against the Brewers.
You think?
Volpe used it. And and some others as well. Giancarlo Stanton used it last year in the postseason.
Really?
And, you know, he had a pretty good postseason. 1 ball, 1 strike to Harper. That ball's lifted out toward left field. Going back on it is back out to the wall, and he got it right at the Yangling sign. That's a little disappointing. He almost got it. 1, 2, 3, go the Phils. On to the second here in Philadelphia. Xfinity delivers Wi-Fi built for streaming live sports with ultra-low lag. Stream the biggest moments from the best seat in the house with Xfinity. One of the new signs here at the ballpark. It's going to light up a little bit when there's some home runs hit. Phillies win some games. Going to be part of the new light show here at the Old Yard. Chris Bryant leads it off. He swings through the first pitch.
They made some changes too in the bullpens. They closed them in.
Yep, bullpens. You can either you can open them up if you want to, or if you want to be secure inside, which some of the visiting players might want that, you can close them up. They're kind of like dugouts. You can see it a little bit more with the Rockies players because the Phillies players have the door open.
See that? Whoops. Got a new toy this year, Tom.
What do you got, Johnny?
Well, I got basketballs.
Oh, really? Put a basketball up there. Go ahead. There's a basketball. Gee, I wonder where that was before here.
Must have stolen from someone.
Ala's looking for it. There's a called strike 3. Bryant's down looking. It's the 4th time he has struck out this year.
Yeah, that's what Aaron Nolan, Zach Wheeler throw to righties. That comebacker to lefties. Well, Christopher Sanchez had that same pitch against righties, which is going to be a great weapon for him.
Michael Tolia playing first base for the Rockies. 1 for 11 so far. Former first-round pick out of UCLA.
I know someone else who went there. Pretty good player.
What number is he wearing?
26.
Oh, yeah.
Remember him?
Oh, yeah. He was a good one.
You ain't kidding.
I think he's still in England watching the game.
I don't know.
2 balls and no strikes. Ground ball toward third, foul. And it's 2-1. It's a Rockies team that lost 100 games last year. In fact, they've lost 100 games or more the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, they got a couple free agent.
Out to left. Here comes Kepler. Read that well. Statcast powered by your local Delaware Valley Audi dealers. sinker 47%. I'm interested, John, to see how much more he's going to use the slider this year.
He did throw a cutter today to forget who was it. Goodman. He threw a cutter to Goodman. So the slider combo had a baby.
Ground ball to shortstop. Pretty quick inning. 1, 2, 3. Go the Rockies as Farmers retired onto the bottom of the second. Rockies nothing, Phillies nothing. Weather today, 79 degrees. And, John, we're dressed appropriately for 79 degrees today.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
We didn't do well in Washington with the weather.
StatCast, powered by the Google Cloud, gives us a look at the wind. Now, this will pick up, we think, as the day goes on. It's a lot of arrows, John. You should throw some basketballs on there.
I probably shouldn't. So what you're trying to say, the higher you hit it, the farther it's going to go?
I think it might.
Huh.
Here's JT. Good to see JT back in the lineup today. JT had a triple on opening day. And then game 2 fouled a ball off his foot. Swing and a miss, 1-1.
And typical JT, no shin guard, no pad over the foot.
I did wonder about that.
Just not him.
One and two.
What a couple good sliders there by Marquez. And, you know, he's only pitched 5 games in the last 2 years. Got Tommy John and but you know, 2021 he was an all-star and thought he was going to be the ace of the staff for a long time, but then injuries.
Swing and a miss. He gets Real Muto.
This stuff's there though.
Yeah, so he came back this year. He was throwing 98 in the spring games. Last year when he came back from Tommy John surgery, he was at 95, which was normal for him, and then he had a stress reaction in his elbow. But that's pretty good movement there.
That's a pretty good slider right there by Marquez.
Final year of a contract that was restructured after the injury. They took a chance, though. They signed him, Freeland, to long-term deals. And unfortunately, they've all been kind of nicked up.
Yeah. Yeah, and Chris Bryant, too.
And Chris Bryant, yeah.
So, you know, if you're going to have not be one of the highest spending teams, especially in the National League West, you got to build with youth.
Check swing by Kepler. It's 1-2. He went around.
You know, and they got that with Tovar, Beck, Doyle, Bouchard. I mean, they're all young players besides Bryant. McMahon's still relatively young, but he's been around a while. See, that's what I'm talking about. Remember we discussed that yesterday? Are they ever going to change the rule where you can't ask if a guy swung on every single pitch?
Today they're allowing it.
I say you get 2.
Line drive into right field. That's a base hit for Kepler. It's going to go to the corner. He'll get at least 2 out of this one. And Kepler picking up Dusty will stop at second base. It's a one-out double. Phillies have a runner in scoring position here in the second.
Well, the first 2 games of the year we saw Max Kepler, but if people haven't watched him play, you know, when he's healthy, he can hit, and he's a big, strong kid. And see right there, he got a pitch on the inner half by Marquez and just hit a bullet down that right field line. That's right, double guns out, baby.
Well, now here's Castellanos. Off the hands, caught at shortstop.
Yeah, ball just got in on Nick just enough that he couldn't hit it off the barrel and get that thing out into left field. Tovar, like we said, he's got a chance to be a special player.
Bryson stopped the batter. Stott so far 2 for 11. He has scored 4 runs. Home run and 2 RBIs in the series against the Nationals. Popped up outside of third. McMahon is over, has room, and that'll do it for the Phils here in the bottom of the second. They do get a one-out double. They leave Kepler over at second or onto the third here in South Philly. Get free MLB TV with T-Mobile. Redeem today at T-Mobile.com/MLB. Opening day 2025 here at Citizens Bank Park. Sun is out right now, which is a great thing. Mentioned the temperature before. It's very comfortable here. Phillies won the National League East last year. Something they're extremely proud of, there's no doubt. Hoping to make it back-to-back NL East championships, and then maybe a little bit more.
Let's hope a lot more.
Sean Bouchard leads it off, and he takes low. Last year he had 1 home run, 8 runs batted in.
Like to see another quick inning for Christopher.
You mentioned before that he hadn't found just the rhythm of that changeup yet. Sometimes it does take him an inning or two, but then when he gets it, he's on his way.
A lot of time when he gets it, it's game over.
Check swing. He went 2-2.
I don't think he agreed with that.
No. Bouchard last year broke his hamate bone, and I kind of thought about that when he took that check swing, because sometimes you feel that. Strike three. 98 at the knees. Little extra velocity. And one away.
Well, you slow him up with the changeup and then throw 98. Perfect spot down in the zone. 98-mile-an-hour sinker. Life is just not fair to some.
Our parlay presented by FanDuel. First pitch is in there for a strike. Sanchez 5 strikeouts or more. He already has 2. Tovar, you got a line on him to get an RBI. As Jordan Beck takes inside. 1 ball, 1 strike. Beck was 1 for 9 in the series against the Rays. Off speed pitch. That's a beauty.
Yeah, he keeps that one. Going to mean a lot of success for Christopher.
Little dribbler out in front of the plate. Rolls foul. Swing and bunt, John.
That was a swing and bunt, Tom, and the bat actually went farther than the ball. Little gamesmanship by Jordan Beck. Hit the little swing and bunt. Carry the bat, and maybe JT will trip over it. He hit that right off. If this bat was a half-inch shorter, that'd have been a swing and miss.
Beck, the former 38th round pick in 2022. He broke his left hand last year, and it cost him 3 months.
The thin air while they're breaking all those bones?
Just thinking the same thing. Yeah, the 1-2. Low 2-2.
Well, thank goodness that we're East Coasters.
Yeah, where we just have the humidity, not the thin air.
Yeah, well, that helps your bones. What I'm told.
Loosens them up a little bit.
A little bit.
3-2. Up into the upper deck over the new ribbon boards here at the ballpark. You can see how bright they are, how colorful.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I should look around more.
Well, you're just only a couple innings behind. They're brand new, John.
I see that.
Fouled away. Behind home plate, those are new ribbon boards also. They look good. Look at that.
That is beautiful.
You can see every cavity from Doc Bressler. That just missed. That was a good pitch. It was off, but it was a good pitch. Second walk issued by Sanchez.
Yeah, JT sitting up inside, and they had to move that glove just a hair toward the hitter. Good call by the umpire, Tom. We got to praise them when they do well.
Lance Barksdale behind the plate today, John.
Is.
Inside, 1-0.
Yeah, and you wonder if the Rockies, if they watch that Washington series, are going to put some of these youngsters in motion.
Yeah, last year, there were 14 stolen bases against Christopher Sanchez. He got better as the year went on. First half of the year, they stole a few more than the second half of the year against him. But that was his year. He just got better and better as the year went on.
With everything. And he was already a great fielder.
And the 1-1. Swing and a foul.
Beck's first move is taking a step back toward first, so he obviously hasn't caught on to the move of Christopher Sanchez yet.
He went back again. There's a loop out toward right. That's going to drop in for a base hit.
Oh, wow.
I'm surprised he didn't go to third.
I am too. He didn't really pick up the third base coach, did Beck. Great pitch, though. He jams Doyle and just fights it off. But watch Beck running into second base. He's watching the ball, and he never really picked up the third base coach. See, he's looking back at the right fielder, and then after he got to second, he looked at it. That's too late. And thank goodness for us.
So now with one out, runners on first and second, it'll bring Tovar to the plate. He flied out to right his first time up. Tovar last year had 10 hits in the games against the Phillies. Just a bit high. 1-0. Tovar was going back and forth against Alec Bohm last year for the doubles lead. At least late they were going back and forth. Early on, Bohm, he was kind of sliding ahead of everybody, our Citizen Stats leaders. Speaking of the doubles, Tovar had 45, Bohm had 44, and Harper had 42.
Tom, we had a disengagement.
Grounder back toward the middle. Cut off by Sanchez. Throws him out at first. Runners move up to second and third. Body's able to put him out. 1-3.
Tell you what, man, there's a lot of swinging bunts going on, but that tells you what kind of stuff Christopher has.
So the ball's moving in.
Yeah, moving, running away, changing speeds. We do have a pretty good staff as far as athletes go.
No doubt. McMahon pulls it over to first. It'll go foul. 0-1. McMahon first time up, grounded out. Back to Sanchez. Yeah, I mean, think about it. You have a Gold Glover in Wheeler.
Yeah.
Ranger Suarez probably should have won a Gold Glove 2 years ago.
Yeah.
3 years ago. Aaron's a very good fielder. Taijuan Walker's a heck of an athlete. And and Jesus Luzardo too.
Yep. Who would have thought we'd be saying that about starting pitchers?
0-2. Well, you played behind arguably the greatest fielding pitcher in Larry Anderson.
Yes.
Send our love out to Larry.
Yeah, we
Can't
do.
wait to see him back from Florida.
Yep. Yeah, Larry was unique.
Swing and a miss. He got him with a changeup. Third strikeout for Sanchez as he works out of trouble here in the top of the third inning. No runs, one hit, and two men left in scoring position. Middle of the third. It's the Rockies nothing and the Phillies nothing. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your local Delaware Valley Honda dealers. Hurry to your local Del Val Honda dealer or visit DelValHondaDealers.com. And by Farsiga. For more information, visit Farsiga.com. Bottom of the third. Brandon Marsh leads it off. It'll be Marsh, Sosa, and then the top of the order against Marquez. Marsh 4 for 11 with a home run and 3 RBIs against the Nationals. Up and away, 1 ball, 1 strike. Let's check in with Taryn.
Well, Tom, I have a very special guest here with the Citizens CEO and Chairman Bruce Van Saun, and we've enjoyed more than 2 decades of Citizens Bank Park magic here with the Phillies. I want to ask you, Bruce, we know how special it is for everyone out here, but what's the best part about this partnership for you?
Well, I think it's just great for our brand and our image to be associated with the city of Philadelphia and have such a wonderful partnership with the Phillies organization. So they care about the community. They want to put a winner out on the field, and we care about it too.
Well, and I was told that you specifically very much care about it. Someone behind me said that this is like one of your favorite days of the year, Bruce.
I love opening day. There's just so much excitement and anticipation for what lies ahead.
Now, the Phillies and Philly sports in general, it's such a huge part of the community in this city, but the Phillies, they don't just want to be part of it. They make an effort to give back to it. How do you feel like your partnership with the Phillies has really been able to drive local impact?
Well, we do a lot of things together. So, for example, we have fans feeding citizens. We have with Phil Abundance, it's really great. We have a Phillies junior RBI program that helps young people reach their potential. So there's a lot of ways that we can influence folks and help them reach their potential, deal with things like food insecurity. So love partnering up with the Phillies.
And we also have the Citizens Bank Park bankers, which if you ever see helpers around the ballpark, those are the bankers, whether it's getting, rides in from the farther lots to navigating the ballpark. They are part of the Citizens program as well. Now, I want to make a note of this. It's about to be Financial Literacy Month,
right,
which is obviously something major when it comes to you guys. And you have a big announcement, I'm told.
Yeah, we're going to announce we're giving away $3.6 million, about $400,000 of that in the Philly region. Just to promote financial literacy so people really have a sense as to how to manage their money and take care of their finances so they're equipped to have success in life.
Well, and so far it seems like it's been a very successful partnership for you, for the Phillies, and the community at large benefiting from it as well. So, Bruce, thank you so much for your time and for all of your effort.
My pleasure. Go Phillies.
There you go. Tom, back to you.
All right, Taryn, thank you. Yeah, we've echoed this over the years. Our relationship from a Phillies standpoint with Citizens is second to none.
Yeah, and we all know that the fans are going to show up.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking about, Max Kepler, Jesus Luzardo. Like, they're probably thinking, oh, man, opening day's exciting. It's like this every day, fellas.
Right. Back toward the middle by Sosa. Backhanded on the dive by Farmer, and he throws him out. That's a heck of a play. That's 2 solid defensive plays by the Rockies to start this inning, and it's partly what they were doing this past weekend against the Rays also.
Yeah, a great play at first base on the ball by Marsh, and right here with Farmer, another great play. You're talking 2 on, no out. It could have been no outs first and third.
Now Kyle Schwarber, who grounded out his first time up, he takes a bit high. But I remember when Roy Halladay started doing the Fans Feeding Families program. And Citizen was a big part of that. They still are. I mean, it's just incredible. Anytime there's something the Phillies are doing in the community, they rely on their sponsors. And Citizen's one of those sponsors that they lean on so often. Two 2-0 to Schwarber. Lifted out toward left center field. Not hit that far. And it's run down by Brenton Doyle, and the Phillies are retired here in the third. 3 in the books in South Philadelphia. Opening day 2025.
This RAV4 inning is brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your 2025 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils. I think I've said that drop in more than any other one. You'd think I'd get it right by now.
It looked like your tongue got real heavy on that
read. It did,
read.
actually. Humidity.
Yeah. Maybe it was those peanut butter and jelly M&Ms.
Did have some peanut butter and jelly M&Ms today. Krista Murphy dropped them off for me. Inside 1-0. The enabler that she is. I never had them before.
I have never either. Thank you for sharing. I do have some coffee cake in there, though.
I did have a piece of that also. That was great. Hunter Goodman fouls it back. It's 1-1. I think the best part was Ryan Spilborghs, who does the Rockies games, who you could say is fit as a fiddle, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We forced the peanut butter and jelly M&Ms on him.
Yeah, if we'd have wrapped it in kale, he'd have ate it.
Although he did take that cheesesteak down pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Ryan will be doing the Friday night game on Apple TV, so you can make fun of him if you guys want to about the peanut butter and jelly M&Ms. Goodman hits it twice. It's still a foul ball. It's 2-2.
Who's doing that game with him?
I don't know. There's the Rockies TV booth. Now, Spilly is, I think, down in the dugout. I think he is the rover for them.
Rover.
Line drive caught by Harper.
Been some defense played today.
Yeah.
That's 2 lineouts for Goodman to Bryce. Look at the positioning. Oh, just perfect. Tell you what, though, man, I ain't going to lie. Those balls get on you in a hurry. But Mr. Harper is a gifted human.
Chris Bryant, the batter. Bryant in the 4th year of a 7-year contract. There's Spilly.
Yeah, we're showing you.
Could we pull that jacket off, John?
I don't know why he's got it on, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's down in the dugout. He should be wearing something a little more relaxed.
Yeah. I mean, they have great colors, you know.
Yeah.
Black with the purple and.
People try to overdo it sometimes.
I think if we were in the condition that Spilly was in, we'd probably wear a nice suit and tie too, but that ain't happening.
Fouled back by Bryant. It's 1-2. It's the pocket square that does it.
It's got it all working. Yeah, we're talking about you.
Wow, I'm surprised he knew where the camera was.
I tell you what, I'm so glad I got to know him over the years, man. He is a funny dude.
Swing and a miss. Bryant strikes out for the 2nd time. 4 strikeouts for Christopher Sanchez.
Yeah, I mean, when you get ahead in the count like Christopher did right there, the zone gets expanded. And that thing looked like a strike until it got almost about 2 feet away from home plate, and then it just started the nosedive.
So Leah bounces one foul up the third base line. And it's 0-1. He flied out to left his first time up. Found the slot a little bit, John.
Yeah, you know, but as a hitter, he bounces the changeup and comes right back with one that's just absolutely filthy. Hey, hitting's hard enough. When you're doing that.
1-2 pitch. Swinging a foul. That got a piece of JT.
I believe both feet are going to be hurt JT before this homestand's over. Yep, right in the arch. It did catch a bit of the pad, though. But if you think that still don't hurt, you're a tough hombre.
1 ball and 2 strikes.
Christopher wanted that one. Was in off the plate though.
And a called strike 3. Tighten it up just a little bit. 5 strikeouts for Christopher Sanchez as we wrap up the top of the 4th inning. 3.5 in the books. We'll go to the bottom of the 4th. Sanchez on opening day 2025 dealing. This is the RAV4 inning. It's brought to you by Toyota. Visit Toyota.com to find your 2025 RAV4 Toyota today. Toyota, let's go Phils. There's Jimmy running on the field. Jimmy's got the camera. He's going to get a shot of Alec Bohm. Jimmy Salome.
I hope he has to run back out after this at bat to film him.
Lines it to left field. That's a base hit for Alec. Swinging early, John. Alec Bohm.
Yeah, he did that yesterday, and some people were kind of critical online about why is he, how many pitches did he see? Why is he swinging? But he hit 3 balls hard yesterday, and this one he kind of caught it off the end of the bat a little bit, but 6'5" with leverage is pretty good thing.
And the torpedo bat.
And the torpedo bat, yeah. Got to go torpedo, Tom.
Here's Bryce Harper. He flied out to the wall and left his first time up. Fouls that one away, and it's 0-1. He's had a couple where he just missed it these first few days. He's hit in all 3 games so far.
Those are some nice green spikes he has on. The armband's got the Fanatic on it, or the arm sleeve, the gloves. I mean, the shin guard. Looky there.
Wow.
Those are beautiful, aren't they?
Look at the spikes.
Creative humans we have.
1-2. Don't miss the party. Speaking of the Fanatic, the party of the year. Celebrate the Citizens Fanatic birthday on Sunday, April 20th, when the Phils host the Marlins. Kids 14 and under will receive a Fanatic widget hat. Visit Phillies.com to secure your tickets. There's the widget hat. Popped up outside of third. McMahon backing up under it. in. One away for JT. Time, John, for our FanDuel Stump the Fan.
Favorite part of the day.
Who are the 3 Phillies since 1920 to record 100 runs, 100 RBIs, and 100 walks in consecutive seasons?
Schmitty, you got to throw Schmitty in there once,
I would
doesn't
think
he? 100 walks.
Consecutive seasons?
Yeah.
Schwarber, right? He had 100 RBIs the last 2 years. JT out to left field. It's not that deep, but Beck runs it in.
Did Cobb drive in 100 though 2 years ago?
Last 2 years, didn't he?
I don't know.
Ryan Howard has to, right? You have to think about him in there.
Yeah.
Levy's here. You think Levy did it?
No.
Levy's here, though.
Yeah, he is here.
Yeah.
Nice catching up with him today in the office.
It's great catching up with him.
He was lamenting the fact that now with young kids still in the house, his golf game's gone to hell in a handbasket.
He was a really good golfer. He'll find it again at some point.
Yeah. Said he can't practice anymore. He doesn't have time to practice.
Practice?
Plays 9 holes a week, he said. I call BS on that.
Is that a hint?
No, he's leaving tomorrow to go back to L.A.
No, the Utley jersey.
Oh, yeah, he could, huh? Go,
Hit in the
baby.
air out to left center field. Doyle, a few steps from the track, is under it. He'll make the catch, and Kepler's retired. No runs, 1 hit, 1 man left. We've played 4. Use your NBC Sports app to stream all of our Phillies coverage all season long, presented by Lundy Law, your injury lawyers. Top of the 5th inning, scoreless game. Both pitchers have done a nice job so far. Christopher Sanchez will face the bottom third of the order. Kyle Farmer, Sean Bouchard, and Jordan Beck. For the Rockies, he delivers inside, 1 ball and no strikes. In there, 1-1. Farmer grounded out to short his first time up. Throw it anytime he wants.
That's what makes these guys so tough to hit. A lot of guys you get behind the count, you know what's coming. With our staff, you never know.
Throws it again, gets him on strikes. That's 6 strikeouts for Christopher Sanchez.
Well, a changeup in that ran back over, and then that one there went straight down, almost similar to a split finger.
Yeah, Sean Bouchard, the batter, he struck out looking his first time up. Swings and fouls this one off to the right. Taryn, where the heck are you?
I'm out by the Budweiser bar, the batter's eye bar, if you will, because Budweiser has partnered with the Phillies once again to bring you a special Phillies logo can.
Love it.
Phillies are one of 17 teams around Major League Baseball to get a specialty can. The people over here are excited about it. Can you guys act like you're excited about the cans, please? Thank you. Okay. They were excited about the cans when they first thought we were on TV, and then, you know, we had to hold them up a little bit. But also, Budweiser is doing something very cool as well for fans 21 and over. Every time the Phillies hit a home run, they will help you celebrate the home run. You can enter for a chance to win $60 of Fanatics vintage MLB merch. There's very cool stuff to check out. So hope that the Phillies will win a home run, and if you're 21 and plus, grab yourself a Budweiser and maybe enter to win some cool merch, guys.
So great. Swing and a miss by Bouchard. It seems to be, and I think this might be an understatement, rather crowded out there right now.
It's very crowded because everybody wants Phillies logoed. I'm not going to shock this on television, guys. No, seems to want a Phillies logoed Budweiser. So you know that'll bring the people to the to the yard, as Khalees once sang in her song about milkshakes, not Budweiser. But it's pretty much the same thing, you know.
All runs together. Well, 2 outs, and Jordan Beck will be the hitter.
Got a feeling a beautiful day like this, Tom. It's going to be a pretty hot drink right now.
I would think so. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike to Beck.
We brought it up in Washington about the shadows.
Yeah.
And now you notice with Christopher's changeup, they're not picking it up.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is about the time we started the 2 games.
Yeah.
Particularly opening day. Now we're already into the 5th inning, and we're an hour into the ball game. Beck walked his first time up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Let's see if JT goes back to it again.
Looks like the old sinker.
Over to the right side, knocked down by Harper. He scrambles, and there's no play. It'll be a base hit, 2nd hit of the year.
Yeah, Beck hits that ball. You know, you want to think that maybe Bryson could have had it. Uh-oh.
Yeah, Sanchez was going over to, oh man, they're calling the athletic trainer out. Rob Thompson's coming out. Here comes Christian Bermudez. Oh no. Pointed to his foot.
Did he twist his ankle?
You know, I was looking at Bryce, John, so I didn't even look to see. I'm gonna let him throw one just to see.
Yeah, everything's good there.
Oh. I think it might have been before that when he was running over.
I don't know. I didn't see anything. He gave the thumbs up. Now what's this all about?
Maybe they're just catching up. Lance Barksdale and Rob Thompson. Maybe they haven't seen each other.
Yeah, well, Rob didn't.
Oh, no. They're going to say that was a trip. So they're going to give him a trip. I bet you it's because JT went out initially. I mean, it's.
Yeah, maybe.
It's a silly point.
Well, Rob didn't exchange a lineup cards. Bobby Dickerson went out today to do it. So maybe he was just
catching up.
I haven't seen old Lance in a while. Let's go say hi.
All right. So runner at first. 2 outs.
Yeah, it wouldn't shock me right here to see Beck taken off.
Yeah, 7 stolen bases last year in limited time.
Yeah, Beck hasn't seen anything with Christopher's move. That's the second time he's been on base. The first time he was stepping back. There he goes again.
Little flare out to right field, and that'll drop for a hit. Beck will stop it second again. Second hit for Brenton Doyle.
This is kind of similar to inning number 3.
Yeah. Ezequiel Tovar with runners at first and second. Change up just off the plate. Tovar's 0 for 2. He's flied to right. He's grounded one back to the mound.
You wonder if Christopher had a cramp.
Could be.
It doesn't seem like he's favoring anything.
I mean, he's just missing with these first 2 pitches to Tovar. It was called a strike earlier in the inning, but that's off the plate.
Got to be careful here with this pitch with Tovar. Ooh, good one. I think Tovar was 2-0 swing mode, right? That ball was about 6 inches outside. Good movement, but not if you want to get a hit.
Out to left, not that deep. Kepler has it lined up. He's under it, makes the catch. 5 scoreless innings for Christopher Sanchez. Leaves 2. Will leave for the bottom of the 5th. Our Phillies pregame live ticket package is back for 6 games only. Get this exclusive hat, an awesome seat, and a chance to meet the pregame crew. First game is April 16th, and tickets are limited, so grab yours now at Phillies.com/pregame package. Speaking of the total package in the pregame show, we saw Ruben today.
In his opening day suit.
Had his City Connect golf shirt on and the suit, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Must have ran out of shirts.
We don't have enough.
Yeah, no, we don't.
We did get a really nice package of Cutter and Buck shirts this year.
We'll be sporting one Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. 0-1 to Castellanos. Down the right field line toward the corner, slicing. And into foul territory. Pretty good chase by Bouchard.
Yeah, they got some athletes, don't they? The Rockies. He had a long way to go. That's a smart move, that slide. Those walls, I don't care if it's padded or not, they don't really give a whole lot, Tom. Especially if you run full speed.
Way outside, 1-2. Castellanos first time up, lined out to shortstop. Marquez might have got away with one there.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, what a catch. Wow. Guy was like a Jake Peavy lookalike. Made that catch over in the Hall of Fame
Maybe
club.
it is Jake. Maybe he stopped you on his way to Secaucus.
Maybe. Here's the 1-2 again. Bounced foul and it remains 1-2. Bet 365 gives us Bryson Stott's odds to get a hit, plus 250.
I'm saying yes.
Low, 2-2. Ryan Kirkering has started to warm up in the bullpen. Can't speculate.
Yeah.
Might just be caution. Check swing, bouncer past the mound, hustling is Castellanos. Tovar, do or die play. He might have been able to glove it. I don't know.
Yeah, he might have, but I tell you what, Nick got out of the box great. And once that ball got past Marquez, you knew it was going to be a tough play for Tovar. See? Marquez falls off, and yeah, I don't know if Tovar, yeah, that thing just bounced up and hit him up more near the wrist than it is out in the fingers. We'll take it.
Third hit of the year for Nick. Stott takes strike one. I think if you're the Rockies, you got to be happy with Marquez. He's only thrown 50 pitches.
Yeah.
And this is who he is. Before the injury, he was always around the plate.
Yeah. Well, that's what when I was talking to some Rockies people, they said that's been the issue is spring training. He had some command issues, but he ain't showing that today.
This would be the 52nd pitch for him today. Outside, 2-1.
Almost got him. I don't know how it missed him. Quick feet, Tom. Quick feet. Oh, if I'd have hit him in the kneecap, that would have
hurt.
Dreadful.
It's only the second 3-ball count for Marquez. Yeah, the pitch popped up over near third. McMahon. And one away. The only thing better than a hot dog at the ballpark is 2 for the price of 1. Get 2 hot dogs for $5 on Hatfield's Phillies Frank BOGO night. Monday, April 14th is the first one. Then Tuesday, April 29th is number 2. Visit Phillies.com to grab your tickets today.
That's a cheesesteak, Tom. That ain't no hot dog.
A little Campos action. That's a hot dog.
That is a hot dog, yeah. Mustard.
Yeah, a little protection from the sun.
That is a good sun hat.
Yeah.
Wow, you just might have come up with something.
Fly ball left field, towering shot. It's not deep. And Beck is under it. And now 2 outs. And Edmundo Sosa coming up. Talked to Sosa today for a little bit. And I saw that he was in the lineup again about the slide. He did get spiked, tore his pants. Said it hurt. He was fine today, but he did say it hurt.
Them metal spikes can grab you, man.
Said it kind of jolted him a little bit more than anything else. 1 ball, no strikes. Outside 2-0.
Hey, he took a shot. 2-0. Let the dog eat, Tom. Problem was the bowl was empty.
Down the right field line. And that goes into the crowd.
Yeah, see, now that wall snuck up on him.
Yeah, Bouchard is not used to this ballpark, so that gave him a little hip shot.
Yeah, it did. He played the one earlier by Nick fine, and then this one not so much.
Oh, he lost his glove.
Yeah, he lost his glove. Every once in a while you got to take a look around, Tom. Get used to your surroundings. But how do you practice that, though? You know, you come out early, you can't practice that.
Low ball 3. That'll send Castellanos. Kerkering continues to throw the bullpen, so we may have seen the last of Christopher Sanchez for today.
Well, let's just hope this is more precautionary than it is something else. He'll let us know after the game. Topper.
Runner goes. That one's down the left field line. On the run is Beck. He's not going to get there. Fields it on a hop. Castellanos goes to third. The throw goes toward third. And Sosa gets to second with a double. Edmundo Sosa with his 5th hit of the year.
Yeah, and a pretty good play by Beck to cut that ball off. Like you said, Tom, 3 and 2, 2 outs. Nick on the run. Beck gets to that ball, cuts it off to keep Nick from scoring. Now we got, yeah, that's right, Edmundo. I don't think anyone has more fun than him.
He loves playing. They were worried about getting him some playing time first few days of the season. He's getting it. Darryl Scott's out to the mound, the pitching coach.
5 hits.
5 hits.
Third game, 5 hits. Take that.
Rockies, they don't have anybody up yet. I mean, Marquez, as we mentioned, it's only 62 pitches.
Yeah, you can see, though, the last couple of hitters, his command has not been as sharp, so maybe this is just a visit to give him a little breather and see if he can.
Kyle Schwarber's 0 for 2. He's grounded out. He's flied out to center. Scoreless game, bottom of the 5th inning. 2 runners in scoring position for the Phillies.
We ain't talked to Kyle on the postgame show all year.
Not. At the knees, 0-1.
Yeah, I don't think he thought so.
Phillies were hitless with runners in scoring position in yesterday's game. 8 for 32 coming into this one.
Oh, what a play. I tell you what, he almost went vertical on that one.
It was like a hockey goal.
Yeah. Well, maybe he likes the Avalanche.
Cool uniforms.
They really do, yeah. My favorite goalie played for them at the end of his career, Patrick Waugh.
Outside corner, 1-2.
Yeah, I tell you what, whatever they told him, he's making some good pitches here on Kyle. But it only takes one mistake, Tom.
Two balls, two strikes. Runners lead off second and third. Swing and a miss. Schwarber will go to first, and they'll throw him out to finish off this strikeout. Phillies lead 2 in scoring position. No runs, 2 hits, 2 men left. We're on to the 6th inning. Scoreless game. Our Independence Blue Cross Philly of the week is Kyle Schwarber. He started the season off with a bang, blasting 2 key home runs for the Phils. Not only did the Phils take 2 of 3 in the series against Washington, Kyle left slashing .385 with an .846 slug and an OPS of 1.313. Schwarber's Week 1 excellence is brought to you by Independence Blue Cross. Oh, we go to the top of the 6th inning. Oh, he's getting it all day, John.
Yeah, that looked like that mayonnaise you had in Washington. Except he ain't got none in his nose.
No. He's got cool glasses, though.
Yeah, he does.
Christopher Sanchez does begin the top of the 6th inning. That's a good thing.
Yeah, hopefully it was just a cramp.
Kerkering is ready in the bullpen if they need him. Ground ball right side. To his left is Stott. He's got it. Throws in time. So one away. Our Hyundai defensive play of the game.
That Goodwin is lined out twice to Price, and that second one right there was a bullet. But Mr. Harper with the great reflex, Tom, and that's our Hyundai defensive play of the game.
Well, with one away, it brings Hunter Goodman up. He's 0 for 2. A little bit inside. Nice. The peanut gallery is chiming in about the RAV4 fourth inning.
Yeah, I'm happy to be on that group text.
Paul Muller, president of the Toyota dealerships here at the ballpark. Probably in somebody's suite.
Yeah, that's what he said.
2-0 pitch. Hit foul, 2-1.
I think he said you were fired, and I was
that you're going to read them from now on? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'd like to see you broaden your horizons, John.
Well, I can read.
3-1.
No, he doesn't want me to read him. He just wants to sign you up for speaking classes. Speech therapy is what he said.
That one's fouled off the foot of Goodman. 3-2.
I tell you, there's nothing worse than a heavy tongue.
A little chicken tender action.
Yeah. I know there's no runs yet scored, but the game's still exciting to not be on your phone.
It is a good game.
It is a good game. Great, two good pitchers duel.
Fly ball right center field, pretty well hit. Marsh going back out toward the Hatfield side, and it is gone. And Goodman has homered. It's only the second home run of the year for the Rockies. Mickey Moniak had the other one, and it's 1-0. $405 feet. That's going to be it. It looks like too.
Yeah, 93 pitches. Yeah, that's a. I mean, Goodman's hit the ball hard all 3 times. Finally got something to pay off for him.
Carl said estimated distance was 405 feet. It was a shot. Sanchez is done. Nissan call to the bullpen. Orion Kirkring's coming in for Christopher Sanchez. Fans 15 and older will be loving this year's McDonald's opening night t-shirt. Secure yours on Wednesday, April 2nd at 6:45 when the Phillies host the Rockies. That's this Wednesday. Visit Phillies.com to purchase your tickets today. 93 pitches for Christopher Sanchez. Really good outing. 5 1/3, 4 hits and 1 run. 2 walks, 7 strikeouts. And now Orion Kirkring will take over. I think Christopher responded really well considering he's pitching an opening day in front of this crowd.
Yep.
And nothing really phases him.
No.
But I think he's probably a little frustrated to give up that home run.
Yeah. You know, if the offense was doing what they're supposed to do, which
right,
you're not going to do that every game. But yeah, I mean, your starter goes 5+ innings and only gives up 1 run. More likely than not, you should win that game.
Well, Kirkering walks Chris Bryant. Now Tolia. He went, says the third base umpire, and it's 0-1. Check swing.
It's a sweeper. That's a sweeper, Tom.
Lance Barksdale is the crew chief. Little in first. Ryan Wills over third made that call. 1-2. Trying to get command of that pitch right now.
Yeah, it's going both ways, isn't it? Leaving it out. When he tries to get it down and in, he's pulling it a little too much. Just remember, you still got 98 in the tank.
Yeah. Fly ball left field, not deep. And Kepler comes in. And that's what you're talking about there, John, with that velocity. 2 outs. Every time a Phillies pitcher records a pitch speed of 95 or more, like Kerkering just did, Comcast will make a contribution to Phillies charities. Kyle Farmer is 0 for 2. He's grounded out and he is struck out. Nice spot.
Yeah.
At least for the home plate umpire. I was looking at it from our vantage point, and then I glanced down and saw where it was in the box.
Yeah, I don't think Mr. Farmer thought so. It was a good spot.
Well, I'm here to support the home plate umpire, John.
Well, you are an umpire's best friend, Tom.
0-2. The veteran Lance Barksdale.
He's got a stash working underneath that mask.
Check swing, slow roller toward third. Charging Bohm has to hurry and does in time. Solid play by Alec Bohm. A run does score for the Rockies. They strike first here in the 6th. We're on to the bottom of the 6th inning. It's the Rockies 1 and the Phillies nothing. Phillies baseball is brought to you by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Pennsylvanians are scratching their way to fun thanks to PA Lottery scratch-offs. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. And by Nissan. At Nissan, we make cars that thrill. Experience the thrill for yourself today. Shop NissanUSA.com. Some of the ceremonies from today before the start of the ball game. Bryce Harper being introduced. Brandon Graham came out with the Super Bowl 59 championship trophy, the Vince Lombardi trophy. Saquon Barkley came out and got a rousing round of applause.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
What a horse Saquon Barkley was the entire season, postseason, Super Bowl.
everything. And what a career Brandon Graham
Yes.
had. The highlight of his career, of course, was spending some time with us up here in the broadcast booth last year.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, forget the Super Bowl. I'd trade that in for hanging out with you and I.
On the inside corner, 1-2.
Well, I'd have to be really drunk, though.
He went around. So 1 out for Bohm, and it brings Bryce Harper up. Let's check in with Taryn.
Okay, Saquon Barkley and Brandon Graham are cool, but I'm here with the 177th Fighter Wing with Captain Smith, Captain Pitts, who actually did the flyover, landed in Atlantic City, and then drove here at a speed that I'm sure we cannot say on television so they don't get in trouble, as well as Lieutenant Colonel Greg Chizesky, also known as Lieutenant Colonel Obi-Wan, and given his last name, that is what I'm going to call him for the rest of this interview because that's what he told me to do. But Lieutenant Colonel Obi-Wan, or Greg, actually, you did the flyover last year. Can you tell me what is the experience like of doing a flyover over the stadium? Because for us, it's sick, but I can't imagine what it's like for you.
It's probably one of the best things you can do in the Air Force. I've been a lifelong Phillies fan, obviously my entire life, and just being able to make sure that we hit our timing, represent our unit well, and be able to juice the crowd, especially for a home opener like this. It's a great experience. Couldn't do it more.
What do you see? What do you hear? Because I'd imagine it's different in the sound of a jet screaming over the stadium.
Yep. So usually what we're looking at is just making sure we don't hit those huge buildings in Center City, obviously. But also we have two teams, one down low, one up high, and they're actually just playing the anthem. So we're listening to the anthem the whole time and just making sure we're hitting our timing. And obviously these two pros today nailed the timing. So that's what we're listening to, and that's what we're hearing today.
When you're not doing flyovers and all that cool stuff, what is it that you're typically doing? Where are you guys stationed? What are your typical responsibilities when it comes to protecting all of us fortunate folk?
Yeah, so the 177th, the Jersey Devils, we're based out of Atlantic City, New Jersey. We're Air National Guard unit, and our primary mission is for homeland defense, so we protect the entire Northeast from threats. And then we also provide deployable forces for around the world. We deployed twice, or actually 3 times over the past 4 or 5 years, all to the Middle East, and provided support in that area.
Now, we also have a group behind us, the maintainers. And I was talking to a few of them earlier. For those of you who don't know what a maintainer is, they told me they feed the jets. They make the ammunition that helps to keep us all safe. They keep the jets fed. And you wanted to make a point to make sure that you acknowledge these guys. Just how special are they important to the team that you guys run?
Sure. So our maintainers are the best maintainers in the entire Air Force. We couldn't do what we do without them. Obviously, it's really cool to be able to fly the jets, but obviously we put our lives in their hands, and they provide safe jets for us to fly all the time, and we couldn't be happier or more proud of our professionals.
And then finally, on a curious note, do you ever hum Highway to the Danger Zone while you're flying those shows?
All the time. That is exactly what. Growing up as a kid, that's kind of what sparked it. Obviously, growing up in the 80s and 90s, so that's what got me started. Obviously, from my dad too, and I kind of listen to that on repeat all the time.
Me too. I'm sure Top Gun Maverick earned you some cool points. I want to, on behalf of everybody, thank you all for not only a cool flyover, but everything you do. It's really special. We're so fortunate to have you, and thank you for your time.
Thanks, Taryn. Appreciate it.
Guys.
All right, Tara. Thank you. The Jersey Devils, Johnny.
I thought the most poignant thing he said was we try to miss the buildings in Center City.
Thought that was really good too.
It's always a good move.
Got to try.
Yeah.
2-2 to JT. Bohm struck out. Harper grounded out, and JT's down on strikes. 6 scoreless innings for Germán Marquez. Made 1 start last year. He's been on top of his game today. Today's game summary is brought to you by your local Honda dealers. So far, it's about the pitchers. Ermar Marquez, outstanding. 4 hits, 4 strikeouts over 6 scoreless innings for the Rockies. Meanwhile, Christopher Sanchez went 5 1/3. He allowed just the 1 run, the home run. He struck out 7. He had some good stuff today.
Both starters were great, Tom.
Yeah. So we go to the top of the 7th inning. Joe Ross will take over. And Nick Martini is going to pinch hit for the Rockies. By the way, the home run by the Rockies, which gave them the lead, was off the bat of Hunter Goodman. 12 of the 15 runs the Phillies have allowed this year have come from a home run. And here is Martini, who is batting for Bouchard. Joe Ross ready to go. Joe making his first appearance in a Phillies uniform here at Citizens Bank Park. It's a pop-up off the third base line. JT is there, makes the catch.
Tell you what, Joe Ross got over there quick, didn't he? Another gifted athlete we have on the mound. Yeah, Bohm had a long way to run playing off the line, but best catcher in baseball, Tom, not an issue. It's not a very good pinch hit appearance, is it?
No, 1 pitch.
1 pitch and a pop up to the catcher.
Here's Jordan Beck, who has been on base twice.
Yeah, it was frustrating when you come in and pinch hit. And first pitch, you think, oh man, I got this.
I got this.
And it straight up in the air to the catcher.
Like, whoop.
It's happened to all of us.
Swing and a miss, 0-2. Good pitch by Joe Ross. Ross pitched on Saturday through 24 pitches against the Nationals. Outside.
Rockies got some bullpen action up. Can't tell who it is. One of the 2 lefties, either Peralta or Alexander.
Alexander warming up. And a 1-2. And a strike 3 called right on the outside corner.
Yeah, that's a fine exhibition of pitching right there by Joe Ross. Get ahead in the count and just that backdoor sinker. Great pitch. Give up on it right there. Comes back over the outside portion of the plate. Beautiful.
And now Doyle, who's 2 for 2 with a walk today. Leadoff hitter takes off the outside corner, according to Lance Barksdale.
What was your original thought?
On the outside corner, strike 1. Over to third, charging his Bohm. He's had a couple of these today. Has to hustle the throw, not in time. 3 hits today for Doyle. Put it in play, John.
Yep. 2 of them the infield variety, aren't they?
Yep.
Yeah. Anytime you put it in play, you got a chance, as long as it ain't in the air. Yeah, Alec did everything he could. Maybe a little issue with the transfer, but it wouldn't have mattered. Not the way Doyle was getting down the line. You see right there, he had a little bit of trouble getting out of his glove, but like I said, no shot at getting Doyle.
Ball is whacked foul by Tovar. Reminder, it's not too late to join the Phils family. Prorated ticket plans are now available. Plan holders receive many benefits like postseason ticket access, which is a great one. Visit Phillies.com/season to purchase your plan today.
Let's see if Doyle tries to grab a base here with 2 outs.
Yeah, 30 steals last year. 0-2.
Well, Ross is quick to home. He got a slide step. It kind of, you're told when they slide step you have to freeze as a base runner.
Check swing. Swing and a foul. The runner was going.
Would make a good pitch right here.
It's 0-2. Doesn't go this time. Ground ball out towards second. Stott has it. Flips to second in time. And the side is retired. There was a lot going on that play, John.
There really was. Out recorded though, Tom.
Yeah, that's all that matters. 4-6 on the putout. Time to stretch, everybody. Phillies are down 1-0.
Giraffes, prison ball, Malachi, and the great state of West Virginia.
That's right. God bless America. Just finish it up here at the ballpark. Folks in the Yingling deck out there in right field enjoying a day at the yard. Popping open an ice cold Yingling and cheering it off to our buddy Dick Yingling. There you go, Johnny.
Oh boy. Kind of jealous right there, that man.
Mm-hmm. It's always good to be back here at this great ballpark. 22 years. This is our 22nd season of games.
I think that's what's amazing. And, you know, there's been changes to the ballpark, and, you know, Ashburn Alley's just turned into a meeting place.
Yeah. Look at this place. It is jammed beyond capacity today.
Yep.
Well, now the Phillies need to find some offense. Well, Scott Alexander warms up on the mound. We'll give you our FanDuel Casino Stump the Fans Trivia Quiz answer. All right, so we were right with Schwarber. You said Schmitty, and Bobby Abreu's the one that shouldn't have slipped our minds, but it did. Like it.
What a great player he was.
A lot of people are starting to clamor that you should consider him for the Hall of Fame.
I think so.
Well, Alexander will come on to face the Phils. They go with the lefty with Max Kepler due to lead things off. Alexander's second game. He's thrown 1 scoreless inning so far.
Yeah.
Martini stays in. He's in right field, John.
Yeah, you can see, though, that, the thinking of Bud Black. You got lefty Kepler leading off. Nick, of course, right-handed, but then 2 lefties in Stott and Marsh. So hopefully he's going to have to pitch to Marsh. That means someone's on base.
Right. Well, Marquez was great today. 6 innings, 4 hits, no walks, 4 strikeouts. 1-0. Rockies on top. They had a home run in the 6th. As Kepler takes strike 1, 0-1. .76 ERA for Alexander in the spring. He pitched for the A's last year. He's been around. Oh
Wow.
boy, there's a couple of close pitches.
Yeah, we'll take it. Ball was way off the plate, Tom.
Way
It
off.
almost hit him.
There's Martini, who pinch hit a moment ago. 2-1 pitch coming to Kepler. Swing and a foul. Line drive out toward right center field. That's going to drop in for a hit. The second hit of the day for Kepler. Not a baby.
Tell you what, though, that's a couple balls that the Rockies outfield have run down, and one kept a run from scoring. And then this one right here with Doyle. Great piece of hit, though, by Kepler, but Doyle cuts that thing off and gets it in. And no chance for Max to go to second base.
So Castellanos the batter with a runner at first base. Fouled off 0-1. Castellanos is lined out. He's also reached on an infield hit.
Hey, knock on wood, but Nick has been a lot more selective this early in the season. Not helping the pitchers very much.
He told Todd Zolecki and Scott Lauber, who cover the Phils, that he's not thinking a whole lot. And Rob Thompson said he is seeing the ball a lot better. He said he felt that way in spring training, even though he hit under 200 in spring training.
Yeah, I think all sports should be played without thinking. Honestly.
See ball, hit ball?
Yeah, it's, paralysis by analysis. The more you got going on in your head, the less free and easy you're going to be playing.
Think they were trying to get the count straight, John? Is that?
I think he called time, and Lance Barksdale called time to clean the plate. And I think Nick was asking, do I still have more time? It's all about the time management, Tom.
Out in front. Ground ball toward the left side, gobbled up. There's 1, 2. Around the horn double play. 5-4-3. McMahon is a really good fielder over at third base.
Yeah, they got great fielders all around the infield for this Rockies team, and so smooth though. McMahon just kept his momentum going towards second, makes a nice easy throw over there to Farmer, and pretty easy turn for the boys.
Now Bryson Stott with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Phillies down 1-0. At the knees, 0-1. Down the right field line, lofting. That's going to be a tough play for Martini. It's going to drop in for a hit, and Stott's going to get to second base. And he'll slide in safely. 3rd hit of the season for Stott.
All extra bases too, right?
Yep.
Homer double, and now another double.
And now the Phillies, and this has been an issue for them, runners in scoring position, 0 for their last 13.
Yeah, look who's hitting.
Yeah, they did have an ace in the hole from the right side of the plate, and Trey Turner. Turner's going to pinch hit.
Yeah, right there. I mean, you get jammed like Stott just did right there, and fight it off into center field or into down the right field line. Easy double too for Bryson. And now let's see what we got with Trey.
Sinker. $44,595 on their feet. Oh, 2. That's another good play by Goodman. That's 2 today that have eaten him up, and he's been able to gobble him up.
Yeah, he's earning it today. Probably just about the only offense we've seen today was from him.
Yeah.
And now defense is showing up for him too a couple times.
Tried to get him to bite.
Got a righty out there heating up. I'm sure if Trey gets on base, they're going to bring him in to face Sosa.
Yeah, Vodnik is warming up in the bullpen. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner at second. Phil's down 1-0 here in the 7th. Low, ball 4.
Yeah. Now you got the guy that's leading us in hits, right?
Edmundo. He has 5 hits so far in 10 at-bats.
That's 500, Tom.
Sure is. He's hitting everything hard.
He's leading our team, right, with hits?
He has 5. Schwarber has 5. He and Schwarber.
Well, both of them have 6 at the end of this inning. Wow, leaving a lefty in to face Sosa.
Bud Black, the veteran manager, he was just playing possum, John.
Trickery. The old veteran.
So he's heading out. Looks like he's going to make a pitching change. Vodnik has been warming up. It looks like he's going to come in for the Rockies. Let's wait and see. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Nothing
he has
yet.
to now, don't he?
I don't know what he's doing. All right, there he goes. Boy, he was really using all the time he had.
Yeah, no kidding.
Now we got a pitching change. Right-handers coming in. Phillies have first and second and 2 outs here in the 7th.
These hitters are Philly.
Use your NBC Sports app to stream all of our Phillies coverage all season long, presented by Lundy Law, your injury lawyers. All right, so Victor Vodnik is the new pitcher. It'll be Edmundo Sosa, who does have a hit today. Picked up his 5th of the season. Phillies have first and second. Again, 0 for their last 13 with runners in scoring position.
It's got to change, Tom. It's got to change now.
Vodnik delivers a strike.
Little 99 for you down and away.
Primarily fastball. He throws it almost 60% of the time. It averages 97. He's got a changeup as well. That one's lined out to right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. The Phillies are going to at least tie this game. Now they're going to wave Turner home. Sosa is safe at second. It's a 2-run double. And opening day has come alive.
Ooh, how good has he been?
What a shot in the arm.
Yeah, right man, right time. First pitch, 99, and then Vodnik decides to go with the breaking ball, and Edmundo just stays on that thing and rips that thing into right center. The gifted athletes that the Rockies have couldn't get it. 2-run score, and yeah, I don't blame you, Edmundo.
Second double of the day. Schwarber fouls that one toward Paco. How about the read by Trey Turner, too?
Well, Edmundo's got 6 hits, Schwarber 5. You might as well make it tie him up, Kyle. I love that guy.
Mentioned last year how good he was. Schwarber lifts it out to center field. Going back on it is Doyle. Back to the wall. Gone! Off the batter's eye. 2-run home run for Schwarber. And the Phillies have taken a 4-1 lead. How about Schwarber right to Sosa? Right to Sosa after he did it.
Yeah, pitch. Vodnik gets one out over the plate, and I watch it. Watch a Fanatic's reaction too. And Edmundo, you don't think Edmundo loves playing baseball? You're nuts. And Kyle Schwarber right there pointing to Edmundo. Edmundo with the big hit. Schwarber followed up with a pretty large hit himself, but man, that doesn't happen without Sosa.
Phillies have come to life in this inning.
You remember now, Edmundo's 2 for 3, but
yeah,
his first at bat he got robbed by Tovar.
3 home runs, by the way, for Schwarber so far this year. And now Alec Bohm, who, by the way, has 5 hits also. I just looked down and realized that he had 4 hits against the Nats.
Well, he might as well get one here, too. It's a quick strike offense, Tom. That's we're going to... Yeah, look at this pitch just out over the plate, but man, when he hits it, when you can hear that sound, you know it's, and that's halfway up the batter's eye. I mean, good Lord.
1 ball and 1 strike.
It's like Saquon when they handed off to him against the Commanders. First play of the game, and he ran it for what, 80 yards?
Bam.
That's a quick strike offense that the Phillies possess right now. I love you, Kyle.
2-1 to Bohm. Oh boy, that was close. Well, Bud Black decided to go to the right-hander. It's the right move.
Yeah. Yeah. Once Turner hit, I mean, what do we have left to pitch? You're not going to pitch hit for Edmundo. He's too hot.
Ground ball to second base. Farmer throws out Bohm. The inning is over, but the damage is done. The Phillies get 4 runs. 2 on a double from Sosa, and 2 on a ball off the batter's eye from Kyle Schwarber. 4-1 Phils as we go to the 8th inning. Phillies baseball is brought to you by your Philadelphia area Chevy dealers. Visit Chevrolet.com. And by Budweiser, official beer sponsor of the Phils. Fanatics found some friends. Whoa.
Oh, boy.
Whoa.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
Johan Rojas is in center field. And Jose Alvarado is going to take over out on the mound. What an inning.
Yeah, I tell you what, though, I thought Trey get down 0-2, and I'm like, oh boy. And he battled, worked a walk, didn't chase.
Not only that, but he was flying around the bases.
Oh my gosh. He had helps with 2 outs to go on contact, but man, he was moving.
1-0 to McMahon. 1-1 to McMahon. He's 0 for 3 today. He's grounded out twice. He's also struck out. Paints 100 miles an hour.
Just not fair, man.
Carl, what do we say? 434 for the Schwarber home run? Is that what we're looking at? 434 off the batter's eye.
Still going up, too. Pesky wall got in the way.
Blaylock warming up in the bullpen for the Rockies. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. A little cutter action. And one away, and it brings Goodman up. All-State good hands. Replay, because you are in good hands with Jose Alvarado.
Yeah. Yep, when he's throwing strikes and throwing, like, getting ahead and getting them chases, he's going to be a tough hombre, man. There's a guy that we got to figure something out.
Yeah, Goodman homered his last time up, and he's hit the ball hard all 3 times. Check swing. No swing. Joe Ross went 1 inning, allowed 1 hit, no runs. And they struck out 1. That was coming back fast.
Yeah, that was. That comes in our booth. Done.
It's going to break the backdrop if it comes in our booth.
Maybe you can get that bat and hit it back out on the field.
Tommy took it already.
What kind of son is that?
Well, you got to give it back to Alec Boehm.
Oh, okay. They only gave him 1?
2. They were making him fast. They were making him fast, Invictus. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Goodwin. Swing and a miss. Actually, he may have gotten a piece of it. Doesn't matter anyway. It's a strikeout.
Yeah, 100 up for a strike. That nasty cutter right there. Just look at that thing underneath the bat of Goodman. Perfect spot. He hadn't broke out his curveball yet in the regular season, has he?
Chris Bryant is 0 for 2 of the walk today. He has struck out twice. Swinging a foul tip, 101. Been a tough road for Bryant since he signed with the Rockies. Today is his 162nd game.
4 years.
Incredible. Just has had back problems.
Yeah.
Just cannot shake it.
Yeah, and it's a shame because, man, you know, he was headed for a heck of a career when he was with the Cubs.
No doubt. 1 ball, 1 strike. 2-1.
I miss Charlie Blackmon.
Yeah, he was a good player.
It's weird not seeing Charlie in the in a uniform playing opening day. Oh, watch out. Yeah, Lance Barkdale's going to get JT a little break there. That one hop the old shin. Uh-oh. Fits the whole square, Tom.
Some might go out of it.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss, 3-2.
It looked like a struggle for Chris Bryant to swing. Like it doesn't have the same bat speed that he had in Chicago.
Three and two. Fouled away.
I tell you what, if he throws a slider like he did to Goodman right here, got a feeling he's going to get him.
Low ball 4.
Long at bat by Bryant, fouled off some pitches, worked their way on.
8-pitch at bat. Jordan Beck had a 9-pitch at bat earlier this game. Brenton Doyle had an 8-pitch at bat against Christopher Sanchez. And now a pinch runner. Tyler Freeman coming out the pinch run. Alvarado set to go. And the pitch low.
I wonder why you would pinch run there down 3.
That's a really good question. I don't know because he's DHing. It's not like he's going to get up again.
Yeah.
And now JT's going to go out and just talk to him. It's 101 that's off the plate. It's 2 balls and no strikes. The Giants are making their way to Philly for a 4-game set. Join us at Citizens Bank Park for a variety of events. Monday, April 14th, be the first Hatfield Phillies Frank Bogo night of the season. Tuesday, the 15th, Jackie Robinson Day. And after the game on the 17th, it's a senior stroll the bases. Secure your tickets now at Phillies.com. All right, so the meeting was quick.
I think you just give Jose a blow, JT, with some words of encouragement, I'm sure. Or maybe he saw something in his mechanics.
Opposite way, foul. Broke his bat.
I wonder if he only has 2.
He probably has a few more than that.
I guess they are in high demand. You hit
high demand.
You know, you hit 50 homers the first game of the season like the Yankees did.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you want to jump on that?
It's 2-1. 2-2. That was maybe a little gift from Lance Barksdale.
Just a skosh.
Buy it into the atmosphere. And now the 2-2. Swing and a miss. It pops out of JT's glove. but he tags him, and the inning is over. 3 strikeouts in the inning for Alvarado. No runs, no hits. 1 man left. We're heading to the bottom of the 8th inning. The Phils on top of the Rockies, 4-1. Time now for your turning point, brought to you by Toyota Camry. All right, Johnny, this is a big swing, and he's been red hot.
Yeah, he's been swinging it well, Tom, and what a great replacement so far for Trey Turner. But Trey with a great walk after Columbine 0-2, and Edmundo delivers the 2 RBI double to put the Phillies in the lead. And the happiest man in the world, Tom, Edmundo Sosa.
That's right. Well, here's Harper to lead it off as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Laylock in. One ball and 1 strike.
I think everyone thought that was low.
Yeah. Hit sharply back through the middle. Base hit, and Harper's hit in each game so far this year. He's thinking 2. Here's the throw. It's high, and he is out. I think Martini, I don't think he thought he was going for 2, and he then had to hurry.
Yeah, I think he was trying to get that element of surprise, but Bryce, when he gets ahead of steam, it's tough to stop him. Yeah, Martini looked up to see where Bryce was. He's like, okay, he's running, and they just got him right there on the ankle before his foot touched the bait. Wow, that was closer than we thought, but probably should have stayed on first.
JT will take outside. 1 ball, no strikes.
We've been aggressive on the base pass.
Mm-hmm.
Not very smart on the base pass,
not
but
all the
aggressive.
time, no. Not all the time. Fouled back.
Oh. Must have fooled him too.
Kind of the same pitch.
Yeah,
it was hanging though.
Yeah, I mean, you talk about a guy that throws straight over the top. Blaylock is straight over the top, and You know, that old-fashioned 6 to 12 or 12 to 6 curveball.
Bounced foul. Popped up outside of first. Tuli is over near the dugout, and it just glances off his glove. He was near the stairwell, and again, they're not totally sure of this ballpark. I mean, John, you played first. I mean, it's
you know, if that railing went all the way across, he probably would have made this play, but because there's nothing there to stop him, nothing you can do. There's a great look right there. You see Marsh helping him out a lot. That's always good. Good sportsmanship. Good sportsmanship.
Rich Cottrell was making sure that the camera was safe.
Yeah, well, that's the most important part of that whole thing.
Check swing. Camera's fine. Rich is practicing.
Did he offer any help?
Jimmy was there too. Jimmy and Taryn were both there. They could have helped. Ground ball toward the hole. McMahon throws low, dugout. 2 outs. Ryan's down there too. Ryan was making sure his hair was still perfect. So 2 away. Here's Kepler.
He's smooth, isn't he, McMahon?
Yeah. Yeah, they're a good defensive team.
Did he learn from Noah Arenado?
They did look a little bit like that.
Yeah, really. Work through the ball.
Kepler's had a good day. He's had 2 hits so far, 2 for 3.
Nice pick by that young man, too. They got some good infield to play. Ooh. Look at Paco with the read. What a great read by Paco.
Here's our giant home run replay. Kyle Schwarber.
Yeah, Vodnik got one out over the plate. Right where Mr. Schwarber wanted it. Just a long way to hit a line drive, isn't it?
Yeah.
400, how many feet?
434, John.
On a line.
Two and 2.
Did you get your suit yet?
Has not arrived yet. Nope. I'll wear it in one day, though.
Yeah, I bet.
2 and 2. A little low, 3 and 2. It's a productive off day, John, and now from here on, it's blue. It's not like Ryan Spilborg's blue, but it is blue.
He must have to get custom suits. Oh my!
That ball is crushed deep to right field. Forget about it. Just inside the pole. First home run in a Phil's uniform. Max Kepler's 3-hit day. 5-1 Phillies. Woo.
There's no doubt about the power of Max Kepler. It's just, can he stay healthy? And if he's healthy, Tom, playing in this ballpark with significant number of at-bats, he's going to get you 30 or 35.
He was just making sure it was fair.
Yeah, it did wrap around that pole, but man, is he strong. Welcome to Philadelphia, Max Kepler.
3-hit day.
Joe Ross pitched well his first outing as a Philly in Philly. Now Kepler.
Castellanos takes a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike.
You don't think those guys, it's the first time playing here, you don't think they get that an extra rush of adrenaline
I
with
would
this
think
crowd?
they did, yeah.
I would too.
Out to center field. Pretty well hit too. Doyle's going back toward the wall. Gone! Back to back, Kepler and Castellanos. Keep them coming. 6-1 Phils. I don't know how close Doyle got to it, but it was carrying.
Yeah, when that ball went up in the air, it went up. It was a majestic home run. It wasn't like Schwarber's or Kepler's, more on the line. This one here had some hang time. Yeah, I thought Doyle might have had a shot, but no chance. No, that's up in the Christmas trees.
4-14. And now Stott takes low. 1 ball, no strikes. Castellanos' reaction.
Was Liam down there?
I didn't know. I'm assuming he was.
Yeah,
yes.
It more than likely was. Tell you what, man, this is what we thought. That explosive offense.
1-2. Phillies have 11 hits today.
And most of them came from the 7th inning on. 7th and 8th inning.
11 hits, 7 extra base hits. And they have 7 hits the last 2 innings. Kepler number 1, Castellanos number 1. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Line foul. Way out front. He spun him. Inning is over, but the Phillies added 2 more. They get 3 hits. They got back-to-back home runs. Max Kepler using a little body English to make sure that stayed fair. And Nick Castellanos, a lofty one. Phillies baseball is brought to you by Toyota. Toyota is the #1 retail brand for electrified vehicles, 24 years in a row. Find yours at toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places. By Xfinity. Stream live sports from the best seat in the house. Xfinity. Bring on the good stuff. By Citizens, official bank of the Phils. and by Independence Blue Cross. Learn more at IBX.com. Well, Rocky would be proud of this one for the Phils. I mean, they were down 1-0, and they've exploded for 6 runs in the last 2 innings. And Jordan Romano will start the 9th inning for the Phils. Second game for Jordan. And he'll face Kyle Farmer to start this one off. Farmer loops one down the right field line. There's been a lot of that today. That is a fair ball. It's going to roll into foul territory. And Farmer will hold up at first. That's at least 3, right? A blue pitch like that?
Yep. I think Doyle had a couple, didn't he?
Well, Martini, the batter. Drops that one in. I told Jordan today, I said, you know, when you come in next time, I'm going to go over the pronunciation of your last name again. Because, you know, for sporadic points in his time with the Blue Jays, we were calling him Romano. And in Canada, it is Romano. And he laughed.
As long as they spell it right on the back of the uniform and on the paycheck, Tom.
Yeah, that's foul down the left field line. It's 1-2.
So it's Romano?
Romano. Which we did call him that when he first appeared with the Blue Jays, but then we were told up in Toronto that it was Romano.
Probably Shulman. Shulman might have done that to mess with you.
You think so?
He's a jokester. Love him to death, but he'll try to play tricks on you.
Just to see if you're doing your homework.
Yeah.
Two and two. Swing and a miss. One away.
Yeah, nothing but a fastball right down the center of the plate. Martini swings over top of it. Big first out here by Romano.
That a boy, Johnny.
Take me a while, Tom.
Jordan Beck, the batter. Check swing, doesn't matter. Called a strike, 0-1. Two. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts, 2 away.
Hanging breaking ball by Romano, but the change of speed is the thing that got Beck right there.
So now 44,595 starting to stir, coming to their feet as the Phillies look to cap off a great opening day at home. Runner goes, pitch low.
Have they changed the rule to give that a stolen base now? Every hard hit grounder's a hit.
I think that would be a defensive indifference. I think that might.
Give him a stolen base. Pad the stats.
Yeah,
what the heck?
The 1-0. Out to shortstop. Appropriate that Sosa's up with it. Quickly to first. In time. And the Phillies open up 2025 at Citizens Bank Park with a come from behind 6-1 victory over the Colorado Rockies. That's a good win.
Yeah, it took a while for the offense to get rolling, but you know, you got to give Marquez a lot of credit. He pitched great. But so did Christopher Sanchez, just giving up that solo home run to Goodman. And then the Phillies bullpen came and shut it down.
Yeah, they did a nice job. Edmundo Sosa's day, no big deal.
Was special. Yeah, first at bat just to double down the left field line.
He was just getting started there.
Yeah, then he thought, well, I went to left. I might as well go to right. Scores Stott, and Trey Turner, who walked in front of him, scores easily.
And then he scored on the home run by Kyle Schwarber. That's brought to you by Carrier. Turn to the experts. Rob Thompson decided to give Trey Turner one extra day. Don't forget, though, Turner did score on that double.
Rather quickly,
quickly. So a nice win by the Phils as they take the opener. There's Rob waiting for everybody to come over. Waiting for the guys from the bullpen to come in.
Like a father watching his children.
Kind of like that.
It really is.
He is steady as it goes, Rob Thompson.
He might be the most consistent Philly we've seen in a long, long time.
Now this celebration, which was, it was kind of quiet early on.
Yeah.
Fans were excited about what was going on before the game, but not a whole lot of offense. The Phillies had been 0 for their last 13 with runners in scoring position. And then they were able to come to life and score 6 in the last couple innings. Well, if you're going to be a championship team, you need championship players that can step in and do the job when you need them to do the job. And our player of the game is Edmundo Sosa, who is down on the field with Diego Daniello. Diego, first of all, let me ask you, how good was Edmundo today, huh?
He's just great always. I mean, it's just amazing what he can do on the field. He's just a great guy, man.
Yeah, he is a great guy. Edmundo, give me a feeling from you about what it's like to contribute the way you contribute.
Un sentimiento de cómo se siente poder contribuir de la manera en la que tú lo haces al equipo.
Bueno, la verdad que siempre agradecerle a Dios primero que todo por todas las oportunidades que me brinda en la vida. Ya con estar aquí con una chaqueta es un privilegio. La verdad que siempre orgulloso de formar parte de esta organización y la verdad que contento por el juego que tuve hoy y por poder conseguir esa W hoy.
Yeah, first of all, I'm always thankful to God to give me the opportunities that I've had in my life. And I mean, I'm just blessed to be here wearing the jacket, wearing this jersey, and blessed to be on this team and to contribute to this game as well. It's just, I feel amazing whenever I can have an impact like today.
Edmundo, it's so difficult being a bench guy, but you have gotten regular time now with the injury to Trey. We know that you work hard and you stay prepared, but people just don't understand the life of a bench player with the universal DH.
Sí, es difícil ser un jugador de la banca. Tú estás teniendo una oportunidad ahora por el tema de las lesiones y todos sabemos lo mucho que tú trabajas, pero yo creo que ellos creen que la gente no entiende suficiente lo difícil que es venir desde la banca, poder hacer un impacto y sobre todo con la regla nueva de que todos los line-up tienen DH.
Claro, como digo, siempre estoy trabajando, nunca paro. Estoy aquí para eso, sé cuál es mi rol, sé cuál es mi puesto en el equipo. Bueno, lastimosamente tuvimos ese inconveniente con Trey Turner. Jugó hoy, gracias a Dios, lo vamos a tener de vuelta pronto a nuestro campo corto estrella. Y nada, simplemente estoy aquí, como siempre digo. O sea, en el basquetbol hay un hombre número 6, entonces yo estoy aquí para siempre estar en lo que mi manager necesite y en lo que el equipo necesite y siempre voy a responder y voy a tratar de dar lo mejor de mí 100% siempre.
Yeah, I always work hard. I'm always working out, and sadly we had this injury with Trey, but he came back today, and we know we're gonna have him soon. But I know my role here. I know what I have to do and when I have to do it. So I'm always willing to do whatever the manager needs from me. And also, like, to make a reference, there's a 6th man in the NBA, so why cannot I assume that role here and contribute whenever the team needs me?
That's right.
10th man. Edmundo Sosa, 10th man of the year. Edmundo, talk to us about Trey's at bat prior to your double. He got behind 0-2 and he stayed patient. He didn't chase. He works the walk and sets up the stage for you.
Habla un poquito del turno de Trey Turner, se va a 0-2 abajo en el conteo, logra pelear, se mantiene y luego logra sacar esa base por bola para que tú puedas entrar y salir en el momento clave del juego.
Bueno, fue un turno muy importante para el juego porque se paró en ese turno, hizo trabajar mucho al lanzador izquierdo, entonces eso hizo que cambiaran al lanzador y bueno, yo estaba ahí viviendo ese turno y la verdad que me llené de ganas también de poder hacer algo importante para el equipo, era el momento. Andábamos un poco apagados temprano en el juego, pero bueno, pudimos prender la llama al final y pudimos salir una victoria.
It was a great at bat. You know, he worked the count up on the pitcher. He made him throw a lot of pitches, and that's why they made the pitching change. So I was ready for the righty when he came in, and you know, it was a little of a slow start for me today, but I'm glad I could come through for the team. You know, and glad to come in for this moment. So it was really nice to be able to do that today.
Well, listen, we were happy to see it as well. Congratulations, Diego. Thank you. We appreciate it. Thanks, Edmundo.
We love you, Edmundo.
Yes, sir. The 10th man. The 10th man, Edmundo Sosa. Phillies win it today by a final score of 6-1.
Man.
Yeah, that was awesome. It's great for him to have this opportunity. All right, opening day 2025 at the ballpark is in the books. We're going to be back at it again on Wednesday. The Phils and the Colorado Rockies. 6:30 on Wednesday night. Enjoy your off day, everybody. Tomorrow, don't forget, Phillies postgame live is coming up after a short break over at NBC Sports Philadelphia. Final score 6-1. Phillies win it. For John Kruk and our entire crew, it's great to have them back as well. I'm Tom McCarthy. So long, everybody. Have a great night.